and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the state capital. I am Evelyn Izibili, and now to the news in details. The August 16, 2025 by-election in Ovia Federal Constituency and Edo Central Senatorial District has been held. Our team of reporters who covered the exercise across various wards in both constituencies reports that the election was peaceful.
When the news crew arrived at Omozuwa Primary School Unit 8, Ward 7 in Usen of your Southwest local government area, about few minutes past 9 o'clock, a large crowd of eligible voters queued up to cast their votes. The news crew also visited Unit 15, the primary health center, where eligible voters participated in the exercise, with many leaving immediately to attend to other things. The situation was the same at Osesiyi Primary School, Units 1 and 2, also in Usen. Some of the voters told the news crew the situation on the ground. They said a large number of people turned up for the exercise, but because many have gone to their farms after casting their ballot, while others who already went to the farm early in the morning were already coming back home to cast their votes.
Well, it has been very, very peaceful. You know, in Usen, most of us, we are farmers. So as they are coming, they vote and go. So we are still expecting so many of them.
Well, it is going on well. You know, like in my voting unit in the town hall. You know, people are coming in gradually. In no sense, it's a small community, so people go to farm in the morning, and then after which they come in gradually. But so far so good, they are coming out.
Also, the situation is not any different in Ward 5, Units 1, 2 and 16 in Udo, as INEC officials had a busy day accrediting voters who had come to cast their votes. At past 11 o'clock in the morning, when the news crew visited wards 15 and 16 in Igwabazuwa, the administrative headquarters of Ovia Southwest local government area, some of the voters who had voted waited for the ballots to be sorted and counted, while others returned home. They said the turnout was impressive, as most eligible voters came in the early hours of the day to cast their votes.
The election was very peaceful and there was a lot of turnouts. And at about 8:30, we have started voting. And we have a large voters who today supposed to be market day in Udo, but they abandoned their market and they all came out en masse to come and vote. And we recorded is very, very huge, successful voting.
Unit 16. It was free and fair, so there's no problem. As you can see, everybody is full account. We are just playing together, but the election is going well. At
the Old Education Board premises, Unit 2, 3 and 4, also in Igwabazuwa, which is the voting center of Edo State Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Dennis Dahusa, voting was ongoing at past 12 when the news crew arrived, due to the large crowd of those who turned up for the exercise. The Deputy Governor said the election was peaceful as everyone came out to exercise their civic right. Having led a vigorous campaign for the APC candidate, Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion, the Deputy Governor expressed optimism that the APC candidate will emerge victorious owing to the large number of people that came to cast their votes.
Whatever we are seeing today, we anticipated it. We know, especially at this center, there's going to be a large turnout. And what we have experienced is quite impressive. And we also heard a couple of information from various units and wards that the turnout was quite impressive as well. We don't expect, this is a by-election, you don't expect 100%, but what we have seen so far is about 80%, and which is reasonable. The election has been peaceful. All we were praying for is a free, fair and credible election. And to God be the glory, so far we've not heard anything negative. We want to appreciate the security agencies. We also want to thank the INEC for a very credible election. And by the grace of God, we are waiting for the exercise to be over. But we are very hopeful that APC will take the day.
The member representing Edo State on the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), Honorable Patrick Aisowere, who led other team of state APC supervisors to Ovia Southwest local government area, said he was impressed by the large turnout of voters.
Everywhere is calm, the situation is calm, normal voting is going on, and the turnout is also okay. And it's peaceful. I'm very convinced that my candidate will win the election because majority of the people here, they have APC. they belong to my party, and it's going on well. I didn't really see much opposition in this place.
The news crew also visited Umaza community, where the people also came out to exercise their franchise. For more on the election coverage, and I hand you over to my team member, BeeTv News Osarogi Agwebo, who monitored the exercise in Ovia Northeast local government area of Edo State. From Ward 3 Unit 12, Umaza Secondary School in Ovia Southwest local government area of Edo State, it's been Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Very much senior reporter Best Orator. Yeah, we are here live at Okada Community Town Hall, housing Unit 7 and Unit 8 in Ovia Northeast local government area. And this is the polling unit where the candidate for the All Progressive Congress, Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion, voted.
The election process at Okada Town in Ovia Northeast local government area was peaceful and seamless, as INEC officials and materials arrived various polling units on time. At Okada Town Hall, Ward 1, polling units 7 and 8, accreditation and voting proceeded simultaneously with an impressive turnout of eligible voters, including the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion, was among those who exercised their franchise. The APC candidate for Ovia Federal Constituency, Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion, expressed satisfaction with the election process and the favorable weather, as she commended the electoral umpire for their professional conduct and expressed optimism that she will emerge victorious.
Well, voting has been seamless. The turnout has been superb. We've had a great number of people come out today. Thank God the weather has held up, so that has been in our favor. So we're expecting to see good results. I believe that my people from Okada will vote for me, and not just Okada, the people of Ovia Federal Constituency. I'm grateful to God Almighty. We have a saying in Okada, home is home, and that is it. So I think the people of Okada have decided to come together in solidarity, irregardless of party lines and votes. And I think also, I believe I'm going to be getting a lot of solidarity votes too from the other side, from the party that I had exited from to join the ruling party, and I would say the winning party of Nigeria, so the APC. So I'm optimistic, highly optimistic.
At about 10 a.m., the election was ongoing peacefully at Okada Grammar School, Unit 3, 4 and 15, and the open space opposite the school, Unit 19 and 20. Eligible voters arrived gradually to cast their votes, while some left immediately after voting. There was partial compliance with the no-movement restriction, as some residents went about their normal daily activities. Meanwhile, at Ikaladewan Primary School, Unit 1, 2 and 6, voters came out massively to cast their votes. In an interview, some voters commended INEC for the smooth conduct of the election, noting that the exercise was peaceful and itch-free, and expressed their satisfaction after voting for their preferred candidate.
The election in Okada is very peaceful election that we are doing here. We are just a family. We cannot do election to be fighting ourselves. Number one is that our daughter is the one that is going there. I think people, they come at the earlier time for them to do what? To conduct the election, and they are doing well. And as you can see, everywhere was peaceful, joyful with every one of us.
I mean, Boot 1, Unit 1. That is where I cast my vote. The election there so far, it was very peaceful and very understanding. There was no real crimes, there was nothing. The policemen and the civil defense, they did a good job. Even the INEC, they did a very good job. So the election went very smoothly and beautiful. So there was not anything hierarchy. People vote according to their choice. So that is where the election. We thank God for the weather was so good, and the people come out in mass and vote.
Thank God. Say today, he did well. Since the time when I come vote for Okada town for here, So I see everybody dey cool, no wahala, nothing problem. So everybody dey gentle. So we dey vote by normally. So nothing fight, nothing wahala, nothing happen for here. Say person come trouble their officer wey dey some around. So we thank God say this vote e dey normal. Thank you that ENEC e good well, nothing happen. So their ENEC sef dey get rest of mind, say no problem for their feed. And for other people wey dem come vote for here, dem dey well, nothing happen, say wahala go dey.
At the various polling units, security operatives were on ground to provide security coverage for voters and INEC officials.
I'm here live at the Kaladiran Primary School, Ward 1, comprising 3 polling units in Okadatan of Ovia Northeast local government area. For more updates on the election process, and hand over to my colleague Gosgift Omone, who monitor the exercise in parts of Oluku in Ovia Northeast local government area.
The Ovia Federal Constituency by-elections in Edo State recorded satisfactory outcomes across several polling units visited, with voters and party members expressing satisfaction over the conduct of the exercise. At Ekeadolo Primary School, Ward 4, Units 4 and 21, the voting process was orderly with an encouraging turnout of voters. Accreditation and voting were conducted smoothly, and reports from party agents indicated no irregularities throughout the exercise, as INEC officials were on time with materials and the election starting at the stipulated time.
The officers, they are here, they are very vigilant and alert, and the people have been voting. They have been voting here, peaceful vote in this very place, and no more fight, no more quarreling. Everywhere is going peacefully.
People are turned out. The turnout is okay, and the voting is going on smoothly. There's no quarrel. All the agents and all the parties we are working together. There's no problem.
At Ovioke Primary School, Ward 4, Units 6, 7 and 8, the election process proceeded without hindrance. Security personnel were observed on ground, ensuring peaceful participation. Both voters and political representatives expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the election.
The election is, as you can see, the election is going perfectly well. The people came out massively to vote for their choice. And this Ovioke Primary School, we have 8 units in Ovioke, then 3 units in this primary school. That is Unit 6, this Unit 7, and this Unit 8, as you took the video. So as you can see, the election is moving smoothly well.
This is the most peaceful, free and fair election ever conducted here. As you can see, the atmosphere is calm.
At the Oluku Primary School, Ward 6, Units 2, 3 and 4, the election commenced as more voters arrived at the polling centers. The atmosphere was calm, with no reports of altercations amongst party supporters, and party agents confirmed the transparency of the exercise.
It's Ward 6, Oluku Ward. Well, since morning, the election has been going on peacefully. And see now people are still trooping out. It will be very peaceful. There's no problem. I don't even know if there's other party here. As far as this world is concerned, I don't think it's another party.
The exercise is very nice. Everybody is outside to cast their vote.
Where the election is going well, everywhere is peaceful.
At Idowina Primary School, Ward 6, Units 7, 30 and 31, the atmosphere was equally peaceful, with a steady flow of voters participating in the process. Electoral officers and party representatives affirmed the credibility of the exercise, describing it as satisfactory.
The conduct is okay, but we believe that INEC will do the right thing, and it's a good start.
The exercise have been very good, perfect. We started on time and people came out. The turnout is so impressive. Even today I thought there's no restriction in movement to affect it. It never affected it. People came, vote their choice, and they went back. And everyone here, you can see that it's very peaceful. Nobody is fighting. Everyone is doing what they are supposed to. The security on ground, they are doing their work.
To start with, we thank God the weather is a very fair weather today.
and the election started at about 8:45 a.m. in the morning.
Overall, the by-election across Ovia North East local government area was peaceful. God's Gift Omone reporting for BeeTv News.
Meanwhile, Governor Monday Okwebelo of Edo State on Saturday, August 16, 2025, casted his vote earlier today in the Edo Central Senatorial by-election, even as he expressed concerns over the slow performance of the bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS. BeeTv News Favor Kolaweli has details.
The governor, Senator Monday Okwebolo, arrived at Ward 2, Unit 1, Udomi Primary School in Essen Central Local Government Area at about 9:45 a.m., where he underwent accreditation. Speaking with journalists shortly after, Okwebolo noted that although the exercise was peaceful, the BVAS machine deployed by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) were causing unnecessary delays.
You can see the frustration. The numbers is just too slow. It takes a lot of time before you can log in. It's a big problem. So I think I need to look into this. Well, so far so good. The figures I'm getting are good.
The coordinator, Office of the First Lady, who also cast her ballot at the same polling unit, commended INEC for the peaceful process and urged voters to participate fully and defend their votes.
And so far it's been good. Accreditation has been going on well, and people are coming out to vote. You know, it's a by-election to fill in the seats that His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Mondo can be elect. So the people are here to elect their own candidate. I think everything is going on well. INEC is doing great. The agents are here, and the people are coming out to vote. So far, so good, and we expect it to be so.
Earlier in the day, reports from polling units across Irwa and Uromi indicated that accreditation commenced around 8 a.m. with voters turning out early. At Ugwari Primary School, Irwa, a voter, Mr. Frank Obeyi, voted at exactly 8:37 a.m. and described the process as smooth and peaceful.
When I got to this place, I found that it was very easy for me to vote because after doing the accreditation, I just voted and I'm about going home now. The center is a center that is easy to check for names because the papers are being placed where one can get used to their names and number, and that it is a peaceful place. It's very fair and free and peaceful. The process is very cordial, where we expect that God will do His will and give us our chosen person.
The Edo Central Senatorial by-election is conducted to fill the vacant senatorial seat following Okwebolo's emergency as governor of Edo State. Favor Kolawole reporting for BeeTv News.
Chief Dr. Limon Ikbea, a prominent businessman and philanthropist, led a delegation on a courtesy visit to the palace of the Onoje of Irua, His Royal Highness Momodu II. The visit, which was met with jubilant crowd, was a key moment for prayers and support of the royal monarch. BeeTv News God Gifts Omone has details.
On a courtesy visit to the palace of the Onoje of Irua, His Royal Highness Momodu II Ojo Irua, Chief Dr. Limon Ikpia, accompanied by Pastor Osaige Ize Iyamo, Dr. Ambassador Tony Okonigeni, Comrade Eugene Okolise of the Edo State Task Force on the Protection of Government Properties and others, was met with jubilation. The visit included the traditional breaking of a kola nut and prayers for Chief Dr. Limon Ikpia. Chief Dr. Ikpia thanked the Onoje for the warm welcome, stating his desire to see Esan land develop. Speaking through Dr. Tony Okonigeni, the Onoje of Irua, His Royal Highness Momodu II Ojo Irua, expressed his strong support for the senatorial election success of Joseph Ikpia and the progress of the people, with a special mention of Chief Dr. Limon Ikpea.
And you know that your brother that is contesting, that he has gotten the message, that he wants you to know that it's behind you, any progress, anything that will be progress with it. Then, as for your chieftaincy title, like you say that it's eagerly waiting for you to give a date that you come and perform, come and do all the necessary things that they will do.
Following the palace visit, the delegation was warmly received by the people of Ikekiala in Irua Esan Central Local Government Area. There, Dr. Tony Okodije thanked the community for their time and patience in receiving Chief Dr. Limon Ikpea. He highlighted the community's readiness for the August 16th by-election and encouraged them to support the All Progressives Congress candidate, Dr. Honorable Joseph Ikpea. In an interview, Dr. Ambassador Tony Okonigeni expressed his appreciation for Chief Dr. Limon Ikpea's visit. He added that the local units have been mobilized and will be voting for the APC candidate.
You can see that my people, we are getting ready for the August 16th election, that we usher in our new senator, which by the grace of God will be Honorable Joe Ikpea. We just had a visit from one of our elder brothers that came to felicitate with us, and the unit have been mobilized. So I want to assure that come August 16th, this local government, these units, and everywhere here is total for the APC candidates.
The courtesy visit by Chief Dr. Limon Ikpea and his delegation to the Onoje of Irua to the people of Ikekiala was a significant event as the people pledged their support for the APC candidate. Gift Omone reporting for BeeTv News.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has continued his Southeast inspection tour with a visit to the Enugu-Abakiliki-Ogoja Road project. The 88-kilometer road valued at about 153 billion naira stretches from Obiago in Enugu to Ogoja and features both dual and single carriageway sections. Project contractor Busari Yusuf says work is ongoing on several segments, but some concrete works will wait until after the rainy season. The minister described the road as a key project under President Bola Tinubu aimed at improving Southeast connectivity. He confirmed it is about 20% complete with a 2-year delivery target and funding has been secured.
Inhibiting their capacity to do the work. Now, once the rainy season, once the rain subsides, he's going to continue. But from what we can see here, it is exactly what we also expect in the other parts. But I think the road is good, and you can also hear what the locals here are saying.
In a major boost to environmental restoration efforts in Ogoni land, the federal government has commissioned 4 additional water projects. The projects are in Bodo, Egweri Bowl, Taba, and Etowe communities across Gokana, Ghana, and Eleme local government areas of River State. Sohe Osewenge has details.
The Minister of Environment, Balarabe Habas Lawal, says the project reaffirms the government's commitment to the full implementation of the United Nations Environment Programme report on Ogoni to deliver clean water, justice and development to communities long affected by environmental degradation. The Minister of Environment, Balarabe Habas Lawal, who led the commissioning in Boder, urged residents to take ownership of the facilities and protect themselves from vandalism.
And one that you need to know is that I think this over and over again that one of the primary principles of the new agenda is trying to address the issue of environment. And in that, Ogoni remediation is key. What I mean, so Hybrid is very key to the cornerstone of the criminal administration of water and clean. These water projects are part of the holistic strategy as well as integrated approach that includes soil and water remediation. Healthcare services, livelihood restoration, and infrastructure development. Together we are laying the foundation for sustainable development that is inclusive, partner-free, and community-driven.
The high point of the event was the inauguration of the Gukana Area Office by the Minister of Environment, which he said will strengthen community relations. He also distributed cook stoves to reduce mangrove deforestation. Soher Osemeki reporting for BeeTv News.
The residents of Mechanic Road off Siloko Road in Edgar local government area have expressed gratitude to Governor Monday Okwebelu for commencing the construction of their roads after years of struggling with its bad condition. BeeTv News Osarigi Agba reports that the residents appealed for the swift completion of the construction work on the road.
The commencement of construction work on Mechanic Road off Siloko Road in Ego local government area brings huge relief to residents in the area who had long been calling for government intervention as the road is not motorable, hindering daily activities in the area. Some residents expressed gratitude to Governor Okwebelu for hearing their plight and addressing the long abandoned road and appealed for the swift completion of the construction work.
This road has been bad for a very long time, and we are seeking how this road will be better for us to be passing and the road to be motorable. This new governor, Monday Okwebelu, is the one that have mercy upon this mechanic area, so we are so grateful.
Where they for we not the fit go roads. If back when we carry on, we know say we the own 1,000. Very important to us. If not do one for us now, we where they do business, we feel they do one where students when they go school, they go school on time.
So then you don't say we dey like this, because for so long we dey suffer this road. If not be this road now don't make many people even they say abandon houses. People prefer they stay before, but the road now make them not call the stay again. So we just pray the government help us come even do, and since all these people don't come.
The IDC Construction Limited engineer handling the project, Johnny George, told the news crew that Governor Okwebelu had mobilized them to ensure the 8-kilometer road project is completed in full swing, noting that due to the rainy season, they commenced the work with the construction of drainages to control flood waters, adding that the road will be completed within the specified time frame and done to the required specifications.
Domo. First, I want to greet the governor also, Akpa Komiza, Mr. Monday. We are construction the road from it's Mechanic Road, starting from Boko off Siloko Road, link with Opa Erusin road. The road has been bad for a long time. It is not motorable. People they have been suffering. They have been praying to God, and God he hears their prayer, and he sent the governor to execute it. So we have started, and as you are seeing, we are in raining season. Because of the suffering of the people, this is why we are here. We are fully mobilized, and on behalf of Ego local community, I want to thank the governor for everything, and I still want to plead to him that the water table, we have hydraulic system problem, so the water table is very high.
Mechanic Road is not just an important road, but serves as a link to several roads and communities in a local government area with a large population. It is, however, the hope of residents that the road will be completed soon. Osarogi Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
The Liberty Association International has carried out a charity outreach in Benin City, distributing over 300 food packs to beggars along the Emokwai and Holy Cross Access Mission Road, Benin City. The exercise led by the national chairman Deacon Williams Osamudiame, Edo State Coordinator Comrade Peter Omorua, and members of the Liberty Brothers both at home and in diasporas, was aimed at alleviating hunger among the city's most vulnerable residents and reinforcing the group's commitment to humanitarian service. BeeTv News Best Oracle has details.
The exercise was jointly coordinated by the national president, Liberty Association International, Deacon Williams Osamudiame, the Edo State coordinator, Comrade Peter Omorwa, and members of the Liberty Brothers, both at home and in the diaspora. The initiative provided immediate relief to vulnerable individuals in the area, many of whom rely on public goodwill for survival. Prayers were offered on the Liberty Brothers by the leaders and elderly ones among them for their thoughtfulness in providing food for them.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم اللهم إنا نستعينك.
Beneficiaries made up of men, women, and children gathered at the distribution point to receive the food packs. The organizers noted that the gesture was part of the association's ongoing humanitarian programs designed to support disadvantaged groups and individuals across the state, as it has been a long-standing tradition since the inception of the Liberty Association International. They said the association have in the past visited orphanage to donate food items, paid medical bills of patients, and have carried out other humanitarian activities.
To help the people that is in need. Everybody, we are one. And this association was found about 3 years back in a country, Germany, precisely SS City. And I want to give a kudos to those who found it, our brothers over there. We have been doing in different countries and different states, but I decided to come to my state, Edo State, to do it, to render a help. And we thank God we have been doing it. January 17 this year, we went to UBTH to also render a help to those who cannot afford the hospital bill, with the help of the members of the Liberty, not only the members, our patron. I want to give a kudos to our patron, Minister Dave in Canada, who also gave his own support. I respect him. I give him a kudos, more grace to him. I want to also appreciate the Liberty Brothers Association, those who live in Germany, in Canada, in Canada chapter, and those who are in Lagos and in Benin. I want to appreciate God Almighty in their life. And this association, it is not just one religious. It is not a religious association.
Today, we decided we have been doing it before. The last time, as my president earlier said, we went to UBTH to discharge those people who were discharged and they could not pay the hospital bill. We did that, but today we are here again. We just left a mobile, now Holy Cross, to do a giveaway. You understand? So it's what God asked us to be doing. So we have a lot of members outside the country. You understand? So we will continue doing it because God has been helping us.
This association is we deal on humanitarian services to help those who are in need, those handicapped. Like February 12, we went to UBTH to pay some hospital bill to those who couldn't afford their bills. Today, as soon as my president came to Nigeria and said he wants this to be done in his own state, I mean, at the same time, he wants to witness the gesture. So that is why we now decided to prepare 300 packs of rice. So now, first we appear. We went to Imokwa Primary School. Now we now decide to do the finishing at Holy Cross. We thank God for giving us the strength. It is not our strength.
The beneficiaries thanked the Liberty Association International for their kind gesture and prayed that help be rendered to them just as they have also helped them.
But you will go talk, say thank you, we appreciate. They bring sadaka for all these beggars. They appreciate. Thank you, God blessing. Anything that they do, may God answer their prayer.
The Liberty Association International, with branches in Nigeria and other countries abroad, have over the years engaged in various welfare activities, including food drives, educational support, and health outreach, as part of its mission to foster unity and improve the quality of life in communities where it operates. Some executive members of the association are Minister Mowed, who is the National Vice President, Dickin Sampson, Secretary, Comrade Charles O, Public Relations Officer, and Minister Andrew O, Financial Secretary. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Minister of State's Defense, Bello Matawalle, has commissioned a Defense Industry Corporation of Nigeria (DICON) office in Abuja. The minister says DICON will be used for local production of military hardware. BeeTv News God Gifts Omane has the details.
The Minister of State Defense, Bello Matawalle, says the commissioning of Defense Industry Corporation of Nigeria will save Nigeria's foreign exchange and provides military collaboration in fighting insecurity in the country.
A shared investment of resources, expertise and trust is a testament to what can be achieved when vision is matched with action.
The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, said with the commissioning of the DICON has stopped the importation of military hardware into the country.
I must use this opportunity to commend DICON for the bold initiative when it comes to charting the way forward in terms of our self-sufficiency in military hardware production.
The National Chairman of Progressives Congress APC, Professor Netawe Yewata, eulogized President Bola Tinubu and his renewed hope agenda, saying that the administration has spent over 1.5 trillion naira only for defense. He expressed optimism that insecurity will soon be defeated.
Government has put in money to build a new economy around the youths. The same thing we are seeing in defense and the economy also.
The Chief Executive Officer of DICON, Major General M.A. Manasawa, and the Director General DICON, Major General I.B. Alaya, including the Accountant General of the Federation, attended the ceremony. God's Gift Omone reporting for BeeTv News.
And let's look at the global scenes where severe monsoon floods and landslides in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir has left at least 307 people dead, the majority of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Also, the bitter disputes over the body of Zambia's former president. BeeTv News correspondent Harmony Agbafo has more on this and more from the global scenes.
Heavy monsoon floods and landslides in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir have killed at least 307 people, most of them in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. A rescue helicopter also crashed in bad weather, killing 5 crew members, while additional deaths were reported in Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. Survivors described the disaster as apocalyptic, and authorities declared disaster zones in northwestern Pakistan, with Khyber Pakhtunkhwa observing a day of mourning. The monsoon season has already proven deadlier than in past years, with scientists linking its growing intensity to climate change. The death of former Zambian President Edgar Lungu has sparked a bitter dispute between his family and the government over his burial. Lungu died in South Africa, and while a court ruled in favor of repatriating his body for a state funeral, his family is resistant, saying he wished President Hakainde Hichilema should not attend. The feud, rooted in their hostile political history, has led to emotional outbursts, delays, accusations of witchcraft, and partisan celebrations. The government insists on a state funeral at Embassy Park, while the family demands a burial on their terms, leaving the fate of Lungu's final resting place unsettled. Air Canada has suspended all flights after more than 10,000 cabin crew began a 72-hour strike over pay and working conditions, disrupting travel for about 130,000 passengers a day. The airline cancelled hundreds of flights in advance and says around 500 will be affected daily, while urging customers not to go to airports unless flying with other carriers areas. The union, which voted almost unanimously to strike, is demanding higher wages and pay for time spent on the ground, rejecting Air Canada's offer of a 38% compensation increase over 4 years as inadequate. The dispute has grown tense, and the airline seeking government arbitration and the union accusing it of avoiding fair negotiations, leaving the future of talks uncertain. Nearly 100 MPs have urged the UK government to urgently evacuate sick and injured children from Gaza for treatment, warning that the territory's devastated healthcare systems leave many at imminent risk of death. In a letter coordinated by Labour MP and GP Dr. Simon Offa, they called for evacuations based solely on medical need, questioned the practicality of biometric checks, and asked that families be allowed to seek asylum or resettlement after treatment. The government says a cross-party task force is accelerating plans with Medicine Sans Frontiers, but aid groups warn every delay costs lives as Gaza faces humanitarian collapse. Tens of thousands dead and famine fears amid the ongoing war. And that is all from the global scenes. Harmony Agbafo reporting for BeeTv News.
Nigerian singer Arya Star has expressed concern that her new social media trend for her single Hot Body could attract conspiracy theories. Also, singer Sian Kingston has been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for participating in a $1 million fraud scheme involving luxury goods. Let's join BeeTv News God Gifts Omane for details and more from Entertainment World.
The trend created by Arya Star and her team features young women dancing and showcasing their bodies while the song plays in the background. Hot Body is the singer's first release since signing with Jay-Z's Rock Nation. She stated that she is worried the unconventional nature of the trend might lead to allegations linking her to negative spiritual associations. In another development, Pastor Blessed, husband of gospel singer Mercy Chinwo, has reaffirmed his affection for his wife through a public post on Instagram. The post featured a video from Mercy Chinwo's recent maternity photo shoot, which followed her announcement of their expectation of a child. Pastor Blessed described her as his trophy and expressed gratitude to God for their growing family. Actress Foluke Daramola has disclosed that her public support for President Bola Tinubu during the 2023 general elections led to significant personal and financial setback. According to her, she lost 2 endorsement deals worth 10 million naira and 15 million naira respectively due to backlash from supporters of opposition candidate Peter Obi. She also revealed that the political differences created tension in her marriage as her husband supported Obi. Daramola maintained that she voted based on her personal convictions. Singer Sean Kingston has been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for participating in a $1 million fraud scheme involving luxury goods. He was convicted in March alongside his mother, Janice Eleanor Turner, who received a 5-year prison sentence in July. Prosecutors stated that Kingston used his celebrity status to acquire high-value items, including a bulletproof Cadillac Escalade luxury watches and a large LED television without payment. The court found that he presented falsified wire transfer receipts and offered social media promotion as part of the scheme. Kingston and his mother were arrested in May 2024 during a SWAT raid on his Fort Lauderdale mansion. And that is it from the entertainment world. God's Gift Omone reporting for BeeTv News.
And that is all for tonight. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv Major News. I remain Evelyn Izibili. Thank you and have a good night.